Hello! It got me wiping my face when I started it. I just washed my face, so I'm all refreshed. Welcome to another Plus One Daily. My name is John Olson. Honored, grateful, thankful that you guys have decided to hang out with me once again for another session. Hope you guys have had a fantastic long weekend. Columbus Day in the States. Canadian Thanksgiving up here in Canada. So I took Monday off. I was with the family. Did the first actual Thanksgiving dinner I've had in years. I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving, but the in-laws had a big turkey dinner ready to go, so I couldn't say no. But we're here. We're back at Plus One for another session, and I wanted to talk to you guys about something we touched on a few weeks ago. I called it The Truth, and the truth about internet marketing, online business, how to succeed online. What's going on, Andrew? Hello, Nick. I talked about being a purple cow, and you've heard this a lot. What's going on, Ken? You've heard this a lot, be a purple cow, right? I mean, Seth Godin really coined this term years ago, and the general idea is to stick out from the crowd. Be remarkable. Hello, Marlon. Be remarkable. Be different than what everybody else is out there. There's 1,000,001 affiliates out there. How do you become the top dog? How do you become the go-to person? And we've heard it a lot. I mean, it's good advice. It's really good advice, and it's high rip. It's stuff that I've tried to live by for my entire career. But one of the things, other than reading Purple Cow, which I highly recommend, it's probably the most important business book you can read. If you're in business for yourself, you should be reading it. Definitely, you should go and read Purple Cow by Seth Godin. But what about, we hear that we're supposed to stick out. How do you stick out? How do you stick out from the mass, the society, the Twitter 140 character less society that we live in? How do you do that? It's fine to say, oh, you need to be remarkable. Okay, great. Thanks, Captain Obvious. How does one become remarkable? Well, I'm going to go over a few tips and tricks that have helped me along the years, but definitely stuff that you could take into consideration and build and put into play that will really help you stick out from the masses. The first thing that is the utmost importance, and I think this goes without saying, is that you need to be yourself. Again, thank you, Captain Obvious, but let's look at it. Being yourself means sticking to your guns. Being yourself means having an opinion. Being yourself means doing things going left when everybody is going right. Being yourself means creating blog posts that might stir the pot a little, and I'm hitting the microphone. It's very important to be yourself. We don't need another John Olson. Heaven forbid we don't need another John Olson. But we need more Scott Rohns. We need more Ken Locatellis. That's what we need. We don't need another cookie cutter, copy and paste marketer. We need individuality. We need people to be themselves. And this is the simple fact. People are attracted to those that just do things their own way. That's attractive to people. They want to watch it. They may not necessarily follow that person, but they want to watch it. And that's what we're going for. We're going for attention. We want people to pay attention to what we're doing. Because that's how you stick out by doing that. In the sea of everybody being average and everybody doing the same thing as everybody else, there's only a few people that actually step up and are themselves and form their own opinions, and that's really critical. So that's number one. Be yourself. Don't be ashamed of being who you are. Get out there and voice opinions. Get out there, write blog posts, write comments. It's really important. The second thing is that you gotta sell You Inc. Now, what do I mean by You Incorporated? This is kind of an example I've always used over the years, so I'm going to try to break it down so that you kind of understand where I'm going, hopefully. But you got to think of yourself as a stock. Okay. What are you talking about, John? Think of this. A stock. People buy blue chip stocks because why? They generally raise in value. The returns are always good. High yields. It's just people invest in solid stocks And yeah, there's money to be made in day trading. Now, you got to go with me here for a second. There's tons of money to be made there, but generally, the S&P 500, it's the 500 top companies for a reason. They're successful. Why do people put money into those type of stocks? Because they pay good dividends, they're stable, and they're always increasing in value. Why would someone join your mailing list? Why would someone, follow you on Twitter, pay attention to your YouTube channel? Why would someone do this when you're not adding value to their life? If I'm invested in a stock and I'm not getting returns on that, I'm not Warren Buffett by any stretch of the imagination, okay? I'm gonna go. I'm not necessarily staying the course with stocks that are going down. Anybody remember Nortel in Canada? Let's look at it like that. If you are adding value to your subscribers, your stock price rises. If you are paying out dividends, aka return on investments for people investing in you, your stock will rise. You've got to sell and think of yourself as a stock in the stock market. Why do people want to invest? Because they're getting better returns. That's how you become remarkable. You think of it as, I'm going to give tons of value to the people that are following me, my customers. It's important for me to give value. So this is why I love this example of how to stick out from the crowd. Think of yourself as a stock. You want your stock to rise all the time, so give value to your stockholders, aka your customers and subscribers. Really, really important tip. The third thing is, don't be boring. Let's be honest. There's 1,000,001 boring people in internet marketing. Extremely, extremely boring people. It's not, I would like to tell you how to make money online, and you can do really good if you follow my 5-step program. No, it's boring. No. Be remarkable. Be out there. Be fun. Be funny. Be controversial. Be out there. But don't be boring. You want to stick out from the crowd? You want to be that purple cow? No one wants to see yawn when they're listening to a YouTube channel, when they're reading a blog post, when they're getting emails into their inbox. Don't be boring. Huge. And a lot of people say, well, John, listen, be yourself. I'm not saying to get out of you. I'm not saying to not do what's unique to you, but don't. What's the words I'm looking for here? Be okay with sticking out a little bit. Be okay with ruffling feathers a little bit. Be okay with, arguing with someone. Be okay with that. If you're boring, no one will follow you. No one will come to your sessions. No one will. This is something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring value and not be boring. I don't want to put you guys to sleep when you come here. That's why I do these shows for only 15 to 20 minutes, because I don't want to bore you. There's 1,000,001 things going on in the world. The last thing you need to do is listen to John for an hour. 10 minutes, I applaud it and thank you, and I'm very grateful for it. But I don't want to be boring. And that's a problem with people in this business, is that they're very vanilla. They're very plain. Don't be. It's okay to ruffle it up a bit. It's okay. Get uncomfortable all the time. This is huge, because you change, you move forward. The problem with people is that we get into our little bubble, and we don't want to stick out, because if you stick out, you're not in that comfort zone, right? You're not in that community of the crabs. Everybody's pulling each other down. No one wants to escape. There's comfort in that. But if you're uncomfortable each and every day, you're growing, you're changing, you're moving forward, you're attracting people, you're being yourself, you're selling your stock. Exactly, Nick. Different is good. One of the greatest branding messages of Arby's ever was "different is good." Remember that? Anybody remember when Arby's did that saying in all their ads? "Different is good." It was great. It was brilliant. Loved it. Different is good. Be uncomfortable. Change will happen. People will be attracted when they see that you're moving forward. Something that I like to do is I like to read all the time. This gives me ideas. This lets me grow as an individual. 99% of the people out there listening to this don't read a book. It's literally like as soon as they got out of college, they stopped reading. Right? What's the Jim Rohn said? What did he say? He said, education, can get you a job. Self-education can make you a fortune. And I'm paraphrasing. He said something similar to that. Most people stop reading when they get out of high school or college. That's it. They're done. A few people, namely entrepreneurs, read all the time. They get ideas. They journal. They write these things down. People are attracted to that stuff. People are very, very attracted to that stuff. And that works. The more ideas you can come up with, the more it looks like you've got good, fresh content. More people will be attracted because you're being yourself. You're selling your stock. Get into the habit of reading all the time. All the time. It's a really, really good habit, and it will help you stick out from the crowd because 99% of the people won't be reading. And if you can just do a little bit each and every day, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And finally, this is something that I think is really, really important. There's 1,000,001 things here that I've got written down, but I wanted to keep it to 5 or 6 points. Be authentic. What do I mean by that? It kind of goes along with being yourself, right? But being authentic, that's one of the things that I think helped me over the years and something that really attracted people to the original TE Live. I wore my emotions on my sleeve. You saw it. When I would rage, I was raging. When I was passionate, I was passionate. When I was sad, I was sad. But no one could say that John was faking it. No one could say that. I was authentic. It wasn't always in my best interest, but it's part of the human condition, right? Showing warts and all. People like that. They don't want perfection because this is why. It's one of the I forget where I read this. It's one of these books I read. When you appear to be perfect and too perfect, it was 48 Laws of Power, excuse me. It's 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. When you appear to be too perfect, people think that's it's I can never reach that. That's not real. Show your warts. Show your screw-ups. Show your passion. Show your anger. Show your love. Show your sadness. Be authentic when you're out there. Most people think, oh, I'm not going to do videos because I might say and ah, and I might get stage fright and I don't know what to say. Good. People want to say, look what I did when I first got started. I was 17,000 pounds. Okay, I'm not Mr. Health by any stretch of imagination now, but I was a little bit bigger back then. I was stuttering. Now you could be 15 people here, 1,500 people. I don't care because I'm comfortable now. I'm completely comfortable because I was myself. And I learned that people accepted me no matter what. When I was trying to be too perfect, I screwed up all the time. Don't be authentic. Be yourself. That's how you stick out from the bland crap that's out there. Is that it, John? Is that the secrets to sticking out? Being authentic? Selling yourself, you Inc.? Be authentic, sell yourself, be yourself, don't be boring, and get uncomfortable, and then reading all the time. So what's that? That's 6 things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 things. 6 tips that could really help you stick out from the crowd. Oh yeah, Gary, for sure. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with screwing up. I'm okay, like just now when I was doing the show, I was just like, what was I trying to think of? I'm okay with that. I'm totally, because if I went in there and I was suit and tie, that wouldn't be who I was to you guys. If I was suit and tie, I might attract new audiences, but I wouldn't be authentic. I don't dress up in suit and ties every day. I work from home. 99% of the time, it's without pants on. I wear boxer shorts and stuff. Don't get too excited, ladies and gentlemen. But I'd be lying to you guys if I got in a suit and tie. I work from home, man. I got a play stand here. I got an exercise machine here. I got my TV here. That's my environment. I don't come down here suit and tie. It's about being authentic. Yeah, sorry, yes, definitely too much info. So I'll step back from that. Well, I'm not sticking to a script, Gary. When I think of this stuff, this is what I do. I have an idea for what I want to talk about, usually from something I read the night before, which is huge. This is why reading all the time, it helps. My reading is my research into what I want to share with you guys every day. Exercise machine. Sorry, Andrew. Exercise machine. So I don't stick to a script. Like, I don't have it written down. It's like, this is what I want to talk about. I might have a few points, and then that's it. There's no, well, I'm going to start with saying hello to everybody. No, it's off the cuff. It's what I'm talking about, what I've read about, because I'm reading and I'm journaling all the time. I'm being authentic. Some people like it, some people don't. But no one can tell me for that matter, that I haven't been 100% since day one. Because I'm here every day. Not every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, excuse me. But I'm around, right? Showing my warts, showing my screw-ups, showing my successes, showing my passions. That's how you stick out. Don't be so black and white. There's a whole lot of gray out there. And that's one of the biggest things on how you can be a purple cow and be remarkable. It's okay to show that you're not perfect. And people actually appreciate that. So, anyways, listen, you guys are awesome. Thank you for coming and rocking with me. Be sure to share Plus One Daily with all your friends and family and coworkers. And I will see you guys on Friday. We're going to have an awesome session on Friday. It is go time now, folks. This is the last quarter. We are into the last quarter of 2016. I hope you guys have got big plans. We've got big plans to end the year off with a bang. And we can't wait to show you guys what we got in store. So thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys on Friday. Be good to each other. Have a fantastic, fantastic day. And I will see you guys Friday. Ta-ta. Hope you enjoyed it.